Wonderful. Ah, brother. Okay. Well, oh, yeah, the volume is up. Amazing. What else do I want to see? Is that just flipping the camera? Okay, I don't want to do that. Just doing that. What does this do? Makeup. We don't need that. What's this? Q&A and a poll. Okay. So I can ask people, do you walk as a part of your fitness routine? Done. Okay. Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna make it smaller. Not there. Hopefully it won't block me out too much. So I'll start that. Oh, a green screen. Delicious. No green screen is fine. And what's that? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Live goal. Okay, we'll do that another time. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is there anything else? Yes, I am live. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna start walking. I don't think I can see messages from here, but hopefully I can have a gander from here later, so it'll be fine. I can't see my face because of the Q&A thing, so I might just move that. Don't. Yeah. Wonderful. Let's get on the pad and let's get walking. I'll listen to music whilst I wait for people to come. Okay. Oh, hello. I don't know who this is in the chat. Say hi if you're around. I'm just getting started. I've got my watch on. I've got my walking pad. I was just setting everything up. So stick around. I'm going to get walking now. And let me know who you are. Stick around. It would be lovely to have you. Oh, wow. There's some more people joining. So guys, I've got my walking pad on right now. It's on the floor. I would show you, but I'd have to move my camera. I've got my watch right here and it's on. It's not got anything on it right now because I've not started fully walking. And then I do have a setup down here with like my laptop, music, etc. So just in case there's not many people interacting, I can do this and just watch some music, listen to some music. Oh, thank you so much. So hello everyone. It's the first time seeing me here. Leave a hi, drop it down below. If you're on your walking pad with me as well, feel free to participate. Put down below how much you're walking. I can't see you guys too much, so I'm just gonna get walking. So I'm gonna show you my screen to start. Oh, if it decides to turn on. So that's me. It's about coming up to 7:30. My clock's a bit forward. And yeah, it's about 4 calories now. I'm gonna start walking now. So I'm gonna press my start button. You can hear it start. And guys, I'm gonna lose my breath. I walk at a pretty fast pace, so I'm 3.5 miles per hour. And this is just me. This is how fast I walk. And this is how loud my machine is. I don't know if I'm shouting. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm shouting. So this is how fast my walking pad is. This is like the speed that I go at. I don't go like mega fast. I just have a good brisk walking pace. If I was outside, this is kind of the speed I would be walking as well. But this kind of pace allows me to maintain it. So I don't know if you're walking outside, if you go on long walks or anything like that. I love that stuff. And I think just going at this pace is really comfortable. And if I have my laptop in front of me, which I usually do, if you've been watching my walking pad progress updates, you've seen that I have my laptop in front of me. I'm usually watching a show or listening to some music or something. Yeah, this pace is really good to just kind of zone out of my walking and just walk and just get it done. So guys, I've got a bit of a wedgie there, just unpick that. But yeah, so this is me just walking, and yeah, this is what I do. I've got a little playlist stacked up right now, so I'm listening to, it's a bit of Afrobeats, it's a bit of Christian worship, it's got a little mix going on there. Let me know what you guys listen to. I might take a break here and there just to read your comments because I don't want to ignore you guys fully. It's just that my setup is all the way in front of me and I can't really see you. So hopefully I can take some breaks here and there and just read your messages. And I've also got my laptop. Guys, I don't know how many of you are like OG YouTube watchers of mine. So I used to do a lot of like Christian reaction content and all of that stuff. Guys, I used to balance my laptop on one knee. Just one knee, and I just had my laptop, my whole laptop here on one knee, and I just watched the whole thing. It may be like half an hour to an hour long of a video that I was reacting to or an episode of something, and I just balanced it on my knee. Like, you might think I had some cuts in between. No, I balanced my whole laptop on my knee. And just for reference, I'll show you, whoop, if I don't fall, what my laptop looks like. It's this big hefty thing right here, and I just balanced that on one knee. So actually, hopefully I can get to your guys' comments through here. I look kind of official right now with my laptop, but let's see what's going on in the chat. But yeah, guys, keep commenting. It's nice to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Even if you only have 5 minutes, if you're on a walk yourself, let me know what you're doing down below. Keep me updated. Wonderful. This is so weird because I'm on my own live myself now, so that I'm able to actually see what's going on. So, yeah. Woo! Let's see what's going on. What are we doing? Okay, so, oh, thank you, whoever said you like my glasses and earrings. I appreciate that. So, let's answer some questions. What are we doing? So, here on my channel, you know what? I'm just going to hold my laptop because I can. So, here on this channel, I cover all things faith, culture, and encouragement. I think it would be great for me to just talk about what I'm doing. So, hello everyone that's joining new, that has popped up. Thank you for joining. Stick around for the walking, share this video, share the live. Thanks for popping on. Basically, a while ago, maybe a few years ago, you'll see on my channel that I had a video, something about like obesity and the secret sin that a lot of us deal with. And I think it's something that I've personally dealt with throughout my whole life, is like the ups and downs and fluctuations of gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, etc. And especially becoming a Christian, I realized that some of that is just negative cycles. So I wanted to do something about it. And more recently, I came up with a series called Temple Progress. And that was on a bit of a back burner. I think I have naturally started to get into a negative cycle again with this whole gaining weight, losing weight thing. Until I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to put it on my channel and be intentional about it, because this is something that is really profound to me. I don't know how many other people will share in this or have had experience with this, but for me personally, this whole gaining weight, losing weight, body image, wanting to feel comfortable, strong, beautiful in my own skin is something that has been so profound for me to experience and to walk through with God. So that's where the whole Temple Progress thing came from. And in light of that, very recently, as you would have seen, I started posting daily updates on my channel about fitness and about health and about being on my walking pad, and this has been something that has been really hard but something that's been really wonderful as well, because it's given me opportunity to test my limits, to push myself, but also to kind of see where my rest comes from. Because sometimes you think, oh, to do fitness, to get on this fitness thing, I need to be I need to be on it like a carb on it. And no, you really don't. It's just finding your pace and staying at that, and pushing yourself when you have the capacity to. And I think with walking, getting this walking pad, it's been something that it's really helped me to push myself into that next level of consistency. And consistency is really hard when you deal with things like this, because sometimes you're like, I just need to do it for this amount of time and then I'll be where I want to be. Or I need to just do it for this amount of time and then I'll feel this way. When in actual fact, it's about building healthy habits that are buildable and workable into your current foundation, so that it doesn't feel like you're doing something extreme every time you commit to it. So that's what I'm doing now, being on my walking pad, and hopefully you guys are also enjoying the daily videos, the daily updates, and yeah, that's a bit of history behind me getting my walking pad. I'm just going to switch arms with this because it's getting a bit heavy. So yeah, that's a bit of my history. Yeah, the chat seems to have slowed down a bit, so I'm just going to keep walking. Feel free to leave any questions down below. I think I just popped the little question ball that you see here as a bit of a prompt. So feel free to leave your own question down below. Someone said, what are you doing earlier? So I went into a bit of a background on why I'm doing this and why it's important to me. So feel free to leave more questions, share this video. If you're only able to bob in and you need to bob out again, come back to this live, watch it through, and yeah. I'm just going to go into a bit of history behind my goals, why I have them, and some stuff like that. I'm going to put my laptop down now actually. Hopefully I don't fall. Well, let me see right here. Actually, yeah, let me do that. And we'll see if it picks up again. Let's do this. Oh, there we go. Wonderful. So, bit of history behind my goals and stuff. I'll just go into why I have certain goals. I know there's been some people that have been quite consistent watching my walking pad updates every day, and a common question that I get is, why do you have certain goals over other goals? So for some people, they see distance as a thing, or they see steps as one parameter to weight loss or to progress, to fitness, maintenance, etc. For me, one of my biggest parameters is calories. I think, and by the way, in the midst of this live and leaving on my walking pad and everything like that, I am not a fitness expert, I'm not a health professional. This is purely for entertainment, for encouragement. I'm doing my own thing, but I'm here to cheer you on. So please don't look at me and take me as the blueprint. Maybe as inspiration, and you can go to seek your own medical advice from your health professionals. But yeah, I am just an ordinary person on a walking pad in the middle of Leeds. So yeah, this is just me. So yeah, a bit of history behind my goals. So one of them is hitting 500 calories daily, as much as I can. There's some days, and you guys have seen it in my walking pad series, some days I don't get to that goal, and that is only because I have other things in the way. So for me, I'm definitely the blueprint for someone with a busy life. I always have things to do, I have schedules to fulfill, I have meetings to attend, and I always have some kind of prior commitment outside of the things that I want to do for that day. So as you've seen for this past 3 weeks or so, is that every day I will get on the walking pad, even if it's just for half an hour. And I just think to myself, especially when I have such a short amount of time like that, for me, it's a short amount of time because I am always like in my head, oh, I want to get a good session, and a good session is about an hour to an hour and a half, and that will get me like 500 to 800 calories depending on what speed I'm at, etc. So yeah, I think sometimes I've pressured myself to be like, I want to have a good sesh, I want to have a sesh that lasts more than half an hour, but if I give myself that half an hour, it's better than, for me, just sitting around and doing something else. So that's something that I've really committed to, giving it my all every single day, no matter what that all is. If my all is half an hour, if my all is an hour and a half, if my all is 10 minutes, it's never been that, but if it was 10 minutes, utilizing that 10 minutes, getting moving, doing something, you know? So yeah, my goal every day is to consistently get 500 calories. If I can't get 500 calories, I'll make do. Usually I'm very active anyway, so those days where I can't get 500 calories, I'm more than likely going to my Zumba class to teach anyway, and I'll get a good 700 calories plus out of that lesson and walking to and from. So yeah, I'm never really slacking. Never really slacking. Let me see what's going on the laptop. Woo! Okay. What's going on? Ah! Let me skip out of that. I don't want to do it there. What is going on? Oh, okay, here we go. What is going on here? Somebody's in the chat. Oh, brother, what's going on? What happened? What happened? Okay. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, so yeah, daily I get 500 calories. I try to get 500 calories-ish. And that is pretty much my goal. I love to do cool down calories. That is something that I find really helpful. So 500 calories on 3.5 miles per hour, and then I'll do the rest of my calories up to like 600 to 800 calories, depending on how much time I have, how much energy I have, and I'll get up to, yeah, up to an hour and a half with that. Maybe, I don't think I've ever done 2 hours. I think sometimes my walking pad has actually switched off because I've been on it for such a long time. I think that's never exceeded 2 hours. So yeah, every single evening I'm on this thing. It gets the usage. Some people have asked how much a walking pad costs, where I got mine from, and I'll keep mentioning this throughout the live, and I'll just say this before I update you on my calories and my distance, etc. So my walking pad, I got this used from eBay, and it was £70, and this was about a month ago now, so that hence all the new walking pad content. Yeah, about £70. It was used. Really good condition though, great condition, and the sellers were really awesome to give it to me for that price because it's great. Came with a remote, and yeah, it works great. It just doesn't have an incline, but that's not necessarily a priority for me. I always liked incline walking at the gym, but when I went to get this walking pad, I wasn't too fussed about having an incline or not because I just wanted to walk, and I knew I wanted to walk. Especially now in the UK, I don't know where you're watching from, but in the UK there is not that much sunshine, not that much heat right now, and I'm a walker. Like, I love to walk everywhere, so even though I do drive, I prefer to walk locally, get my steps in. So this has been a really good alternative for that. And I think one of my colleagues asked me today, she was like, do you think you're going to still be on your walking pad once summer hits and all of that? And I was like, yeah, probably, just because I'm able to get my steps in inside. Like, I can watch a movie, I can just kind of zone out whilst I'm walking. When you're outside the house, you kind of need to lock in still. Like, your situational awareness needs to be there, because you might walk into someone, might walk into a pole. For me, I love to walk in like local parks and the woods. So I'm probably going to trip and fall down a hole or some fox's nest or something. So you need to be aware of what you're doing when you're walking outside. So yeah, it's nice to have a walking pad and to kind of have that control inside. And yeah, it's very concentrated as well. So like, I'm not having to go over rocks and bushes and steps and stuff. It's very just like, you're just walking. So guys, calorie update. I'm only at 100 calories right now, but I'm at 2,000 steps. So that's where I'm at right now, 100 calories and 2,000 steps. And I actually can't remember how long I've been walking for. It's probably close to 20 minutes now. And what I've noticed, if you're someone that wants to get a walking pad and you're thinking about the benefit of it, this live is going to be really helpful for you, and like all the lives that I do with this walking pad, because it'll give you an idea of what to expect. I think sometimes, especially when you're looking to lose weight or you're looking to improve your body, for me especially, I've done it before when I'm like, I'm looking for a quick fix. I'm looking for something where, you know how people are talking about Ozempic and stuff, they're like, it's this quick fix, you just inject a shot and then you become skinny, you become slender, you have this ideal body that everyone loves. And doing it the old-fashioned way is not like that. Having a walking pad does not automatically equal having your dream body. What it does equal is being able to measure your progress more effectively. What it does equal is consistent exercise, as long as you use it consistently. And it does equal, what else does it equal? I think it's a motivator for me, personally, because if all of the variables are there for you to get exercise in, and you still don't, I think it's a bigger issue. It's a you issue. It's not the exercise, it's not your conditions, it's you. So getting on my walking pad is easy because it's in my room, it's in my house. I don't have to leave the house to work out. I can get out of my bed one day and just get on my walking pad. Like, that is one of the best things about it, is that it is there for me. Let me have a gander at these comments, because I saw some underneath. Someone said, whoa God, someone said, hi, how are you? I'm great, thank you so much for asking. Thank you, I'm good. Today, you know what guys, you've caught me in a good mood. You know, sometimes I've posted my walking pad updates and I'm like, my energy's not here. Like, those days are the days that I struggle to stay on my walking pad. Like I've shown the past few weeks, I've always got on my walking pad, but staying on it, especially when you're not in the mood, is such a big hill to climb. Because, and that's with anything, right? Like, you can have an excitement to do something, especially something that is difficult, but when it comes to actually doing it and staying in it, it's hard because there's actual effort involved. So even though every day I'm excited to get on my walking pad, because for me, and another thing I'll talk about is my goals soon. One thing about me is I'm very motivated by the end goal, and every time I get on my walking pad, I know that every step I take, I'm closer to my goal, and I'm closer to the things that I want to achieve. So for me personally, today I'm feeling great, thank God. So Thank you. Is it Anikasako? I don't know if that's your whole name. Thank you so much for asking how I am. I'm great. I'm feeling good. I have energy. And yeah, I'm enjoying this walk so far. Hello, Scarlett. Slays. Hello. Thanks for saying hi. Lucy said, where are you from? So I'm from Manchester in the UK. I don't know where everyone is watching from. And I currently live in Leeds. So from Manchester, live in Leeds, and I've been in Leeds for years now. So yeah, Leeds is pretty much home, away from home. I went to uni here, I live here now, work from here as well. So yeah, my home is Leeds. Leeds has some great things about it. Food, has so many different great places for food. People are great, people are kind. You do get some characters in Leeds, but Leeds is interesting. It's his own little place in the world, so yeah. That is me. Where are you guys from? Where are you watching from? If you're watching from somewhere in the UK, drop your city. If you're watching from somewhere abroad, drop your country and your city if you feel free. But I'm not the best at geography. So yeah. Oh wow, okay, so Lucy's saying that she's only been to Oxford and London in the UK. I've been to Oxford once now because one of my friends lives there, and I'll be going back soon. London, I've been quite a few times, but it's so overstimulating. Guys, every time that people that are not from the UK reference the UK, London is always a place they reference. Most people in the UK don't go to London as often as you think. And for me, it's partially because it's so overstimulating. I think I can only go there to have a good time like once in a while. Because it is just so big and it can be overstimulating. So yeah. Doesn't seem to be any comments coming through right now, so I will just pop the laptop back down. But guys, if you're on your walking pad, let me know how your progress is going. If you've been on your walking pad for a while, but you're not on it today, let me know what your progress is like, etc. I'd love to hear it. Czech Republic, wow, that is not the UK. Thank you for watching. Yeah, that is crazy. I don't know where that is. I'm not that great at geography, but yeah, that is crazy. But yeah, hello to Shiash. Yo, is your name like, it's Shish Kebab, isn't it? Hello, Shish Kebab. Yeah, so I'm just walking, Brit boy. Whoop whoop. Yeah, same over here, not that exciting. Wow, yeah, only an hour away by the plane. That's crazy. So yeah, I think it's mostly because, I'm not gonna lie, for one, I'm not the best at geography. I'm fairly ignorant. I need to improve. It's one of my life goals. And for two, I've not traveled much. I think if you've traveled a lot, you'll probably have a better understanding of geography, but I've not traveled as much. So yeah, Shish Kebab is saying they're from Brummie, Birmingham in the house. So hello, welcome to the live. Let's see where we're at with calories. 159 calories right now. So we're making our progress, almost 3,000 steps. So yeah, this is the speed I go at. And you know what, it's actually surprising me a little bit that I can walk and talk like this so casually, because most of the time when I'm walking like this, I do just zone out, but it's also kind of nice to be able to chat through it as well. I feel like it's going to build up my tolerance to walking a bit. I think it's Beyonce that said that she used to run and practice songs for Destiny's Child, so that is cool. Oh my goodness, Lucy! Yes! I motivated you to get out of bed. You know what, guys, this is motivation. I'm probably gonna go back and watch this live another time and be like, you know what, I was doing things back then. Let me get out of my bed. So, congratulations, Lucy, on getting out of bed. We appreciate you. Yes, Lucy, we appreciate you. Who's that? Shish Kebab, you get a shout out. Thanks for watching, Shish Kebab. We love you. Come into the chat. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope it's not too bland just watching me walk. Part of this as well is just accountability. If you knew me personally, I'm definitely not the kind of person to go around recording myself all the time. I think it's nice to do that, and I love to encourage other people with that, but it's not really me. So having this live session is a bit of accountability. So it's quite nice to kind of to chat with people as I'm walking and just see what you guys are doing as well. What have we got down here? I would love to see your cats. I love cats. You don't understand how much I love cats. I don't necessarily know how to do that. Oh. I don't know if you can invite people. You can invite people onto your lives, can't you? Ah, it's on your channel. Okay. If you have a channel yourself, after this live, I'll click on your channel and have a gander at your cats. You say cats with an S. Do you have different colors? Do you have different breeds? Like, what's the vibe with your cats? Are they twins? Are they from the same litter? What's the vibes? Shish Kebab, let us know about your cats. But yeah. So guys, goals generally for walking and being on my walking pad. I just started this out of nowhere. I'm not gonna lie, I really started this out of nowhere, and especially recording and everything like that. I don't know if I would necessarily have an end date for when I'm gonna stop posting about walking pad stuff, but I definitely have. You know, I'm starting to look into things like affiliate links and getting you guys discounts on walking pad stuff, products, services. So let me know if you're interested in that, because, you know, this is part of my channel. I think I'm quite young still. I just turned 26 recently. And even though I started this channel being a predominantly reaction channel to Christian content, I think the leading that I'm having right now is just to be more open. So that's why I'm exploring the fitness side of my content. I love creating different types of content, and I really love being able to engage with people as well. If you met me day to day, I think you'd probably describe me, and most people do, as an extrovert, but I'm actually very introverted. I recharge on my own time, my own energy. So I don't want to make content just for people to see it, click buy, see it, click buy. I want people to actually engage with it. So let me know what you would like to see. What are we saying down here? So I love cats. I have a black kitten. Oh guys, I love cats. You don't understand how much I love cats. I actually love them so much. Okay, what have we got here? Okay, oh that's nice. That is nice. Thanks for sharing about your cat shish kebab. I really do love cats. Like, let me go into some cat stories right now. I don't own any myself, unfortunately, but I love all animals. Never had a cat or a dog or anything like that. I've had some interesting ones though. Yeah, so my watch is telling me that I've exercised for 30 minutes. So yeah, that's a little update that my watch gives me. Maybe one day I'll be able to share an affiliate link or something for a smartwatch, and you guys can get one. I mainly use it just to be able to track my calories, because even though my walking pad does track my calories, I think it's a generic input, because obviously it's got no way to measure my calories based on my heart rate and my steps and all of that. Even if I just turned it up and let it run, the treadmill, it would probably still go up in calories. So I think it's just a generic indication of how many calories you would burn at that speed on the treadmill. Whereas my watch does go off my heart rate and my steps and stuff, so it's a bit more accurate, I think. So that's why I popped that in. Yeah, I don't know what the sub question mark means. Bit more context is needed, but yeah. Anyway, cat stories. Let's go into some cat stories. So let's just see what this comment is. Yeah, you know what? I don't know who's just commented that. Lucy, you don't need fancy equipment. For me personally, I'm just posting about my walking pad because it's something new that I really enjoy and I find really helpful. But I was definitely you. I would just walk around, do my own thing, walk around the streets with my friends especially. My housemate, she is often dragged on a walk with me, so it's fun to do that and just get some steps in outside, get some fresh air, and yeah, just have a good yap as well. I think people underestimate the power of walking for just talking and being able to connect with someone, because when you're walking, most of the time, I would hope that you're not glued to your phone with your phone in front of your face. You have to kind of be aware, be open, and that leads you to be able to have more natural conversation. So I think it's a really nice bonding activity. So if you have a friend or a neighbour or something that you trust, go on a walk, invite them on a walk, get some steps in together, and yeah, just have a yap. Yeah. Okay, I'll read those in a second because it's hard to concentrate on the walking. But yeah, anyway, about the cats. I love cats. I see cats everywhere I go. And I always say hi. I feel like I'm a cat magnet. So I love saying hi to cats. I love, yeah, just chilling with them. And yeah, it's really fun. I think I'm one of those people that really enjoys the company of animals just because they're so peaceful, and most of the time they are really respectful and peaceable, and I think cats especially are kind of really high on that chart for those qualities. Like if you approach a cat and they're not feeling you, you can just leave it alone and you go about your day. And that's what I really love about them. But then when they really want to play with you, or they really want to just have some strokes or something, like it's really nice to just spend time with them as well, and just to sit down with them, give them some scratches or something. And yeah, it's nice. I love cats. Let's have a gander at this because I cannot see. Alright. So yeah, Lucy said about walking around her apartment. Wonderful. Subscribers. Okay. Yeah, share your page down below. If the account that you're commenting from is the account that you are on, please put your username down below. Someone put, how's your day going? It's going great, actually. Work was meh, But I'm grateful for a job, you know, doing odd tasks in work, staying busy, that kind of thing. So yeah, I work in a lab. That's my 9 to 5-ish situation, and then I do a lot of things on the side. So yeah. Lucy says she'll start going for runs 2 times a week since it's getting warm already. Yes, it is actually, and you know what? In the UK it's getting warm as well. A little bit, like midday. Towards the evening it's still a bit cool and things like that, so it might be a bit harder. But yeah, running's really not for me. I think at a lower weight it probably would be, but right now it's not. I think running just makes me really hungry. I don't know if you guys notice that when you run, especially because my distances are things like 5K, 10K, and doing that in one go, it's just, for me, makes me really hungry. And then I think sometimes those days, it's harder for me, or even just the next day, it's harder for me to stay within a good calorie deficit because my self-control wasn't that great when I was doing that. But nowadays, when I'm walking for longer distances, and I'll routinely hit 10K every day on the walking pad when I get my 500 plus calorie goal, I don't feel that crazy spike in my hunger and my appetite. So I don't know if you guys have noticed that with walking and exercising, with your satiety and everything like that. Like, what is your appetite like? What is your hunger like when you do more high impact training? Because for me, it just spikes and it's hard to get a grasp on it. Shish Kebab was saying, Shish Kebab was saying, you wish you could send 500. Oh, you don't have to send anything. I think there is a button on YouTube for like donations and stuff. If you guys feel free to do that, please go ahead. I would appreciate it. But thank you for just being on the live. It's great to talk to you guys and not be talking to a blank screen. So yeah, Lucy again saying you've never heard about running making someone hungry. Yo, that just tells you, doesn't it? Everyone's different. Yeah, and I think that's the thing as well. Everyone's talking about protein now as a priority, and I don't think I ever knew about that. So for me, it was always like, oh, eat as little as you can. That was the diet advice that was around when I was younger, and it was just like, either don't eat anything or be careful what you eat. So don't eat anything sugary, don't eat carbs, that kind of thing. And it was less of an emphasis on protein and fiber, whereas nowadays protein and fiber is like being pushed so much, and rightly so, because protein will help you in your muscle recovery, it will help you with your satiety, so you're not feeling hungry as much because you'll stay fuller for longer off that protein. And then your fiber will actually aid in your digestion of all of that protein and the food that you're intaking as well. So see how I just said that? I sound so professional. I think it's really important to actually be educated about health and wellness before you decide to start making massive life changes, because everybody's different. And I think in this kind of journey with weight loss / fat loss, more precisely, fat loss and working out, what I've realized is the advice that you can get from one person might have completely different effects on you based on your genetics, based on your history, because just because you've been doing something well for a month doesn't mean you're going to reverse 2 years, 3 years, 5 years of damage overnight. So there's a lot of factors that goes into the effectiveness of changes with your diet, with your health, with your mindset. You know, most times you can't just change your mind overnight. Even with your mindset, it takes time to change your mind, to build habits. So yeah, that's something that I've been learning, because there's some pieces of advice that I've got that sound good on paper, but in terms of my life specifically, it just doesn't work. And I've been seeing results in a healthy way this past few weeks, and that's been something that I haven't seen in a long time based on other people's advice about what they have been doing. But the more I kind of filtered out what other people were doing and kind of incorporated what I needed with my body, that's when I started to see positive change. Let's have a look at some more comments. Woo! So yeah, when you were a kid, you were insecure about your weight and how much you ate. Yeah. Yeah. I think, honestly, Lucy, I'm in the same boat as you, to be honest. I remember being a teen, and I was quite small, but in my head, I was like, oh, I'm mahoosive. And I think it was mostly because a lot of people around me in school and everything, that was constantly on our minds, to have this ideal body, to look a certain way. And then you've reached adulthood and you're no longer in those environments. And I think as adults, it's more so in personal friendship groups that people talk about things like weight, exercise, diet. When you go to your job, I don't know about you, people aren't talking about that. People probably won't comment on your weight or the fact that you gained 50 pounds over time. People probably won't comment on that. So yeah, it is definitely a case-by-case basis on like your experience with weight, with, you know, being able to talk about that, being able to address like issues that you come across in a healthy way. Because yeah, I think a lot of us have gone through a journey of learning how to be healthy with our weight, body image, etc. Going into adulthood, and I'm definitely not a stranger to that. And she's kebab, I do not have a push. Maybe one day though. You never know. You never know. Yeah. Oh, goodness me. But yeah, guys, let's see where the calories are right now. Let's see how many calories we've got. 2. Okay, so 292 calories. So we've probably only been exercising for about 40 minutes now. But yeah, almost 300 calories. One thing that I will note about walking, specifically walking pads, or my experience with walking pads, is if you exercise within the first 10 minutes, you won't see a massive difference in the calories. So you might have only burnt maybe 50 calories. When you get to like beyond half an hour, it seems like the calories go so quickly. And I love that. Because that first half an hour is always where I'm feeling like I don't really have the energy to continue. And at this point now, I'm always like, yo, I can do it. Like, I'm having a great time. So, yeah, that's one thing to note on your walking pad journey, or just your fitness journey in general. Things might seem like they're not happening for you as quickly. Trust me, it's happening, it's just compounding. So at the start, when you feel like nothing's happening, it's only because you're building momentum. And it's hard to build momentum from a stationary place, isn't it? So if there's like a truck that is stationary and it's parked, it's hard to get that thing rolling on its wheels. But once you actually have it rolling, it's easier to keep it going. So that's what I would definitely say about being on a walking pad, your fitness journey in general. That's something that I've learned. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Bye, shish kebab. Hope you have a good evening. Hopefully see you around soon. Okay, Lucy has said you stopped caring about how much you eat because you started focusing on gaining strength. Yes! You know what? That's another thing. I mean, I can't fully agree with you right now because one of my goals is to lose fat. And that's quite a big goal of mine. But I see where you're coming from with building strength and endurance, because with this life, you will definitely come across situations where you need strength. You can't just go based off your looks. You can't just look good. Your body is also a functioning system as well. So we don't want legs just to look good. We want legs to be able to walk with us, to run with us, to jog with us. We want them to support our body. We don't want arms to just look pretty and skinny and cute. We want the arms to be able to pick things up, pick kids up, help people across the street, take your shopping in when it's heavy, you know. So I completely understand what you mean by that. I think what has worked for me in the past, especially maybe 2 years ago, when I was thick in it, I was thick in this process, I was getting much smaller, I was enjoying myself, I was getting strong. I was enjoying that process so much because I could see the physical difference and the definition come into my body. So I was decreasing in body fat percentage, but I was also increasing in my muscle mass. And that just helped me so much with being able to endure in the gym. I was able to do that, progressive overload. And I felt good, I was making great progress. It's just then I fell all the way off. So you've really just got to be intentional once you get to that stage and you realize that you're building strength, because it can also go the opposite way. If you think that once you've got to a certain place, you can just drop everything and you'll be fine, you will be for a while, but then after that while, you'll notice that you've started to regress in a lot of the areas that you've made progress in, and you'll have to pick that back up again. Not necessarily from square one, but you'll have to pick it up again. Okay, what have we said again here? The way I looked at my... Yo! Lucy, sorry, I didn't mean to roast you indirectly. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to roast you indirectly. No, honestly, please don't take it that way. We all have our starting points. If I lifted up my sleeve to show you my arm right now, I've got a little bit of the blubber. I've got the anti thingies, anti wings. So we're all starting from different places, and everybody's body is different. So definitely not saying that to, you know, make you feel some type of way. Oh, wonderful. So yeah, probably around the halfway point now, but I'll probably stay on it for a while because I just love to get as many calories in as I can. And it's also nice because I don't have any plans this evening apart from my walking pad. So days like this, I love to get in as much progress as I can because it just means that I set myself up for the week better, especially for those days, like I was saying before, those days where I can only get 300 calories in, 200 calories in on my walking pad. The days that I can get a good session in, a long session, I kind of see those as top up for those and compensation for those days that I wasn't able to get the full goal in for that day. So yeah. Oh no, you shouldn't be. Do not be skinny about your arms. We love your arms, Lucy. But yeah, everyone's coming from different places. Everyone has their own insecurities as well. Like, it's so easy to have insecurities. Yeah, we've definitely all got our own insecurities. Yeah. Woo! But yeah, I'm feeling good right now. You know, walking is such an elite form of exercise, because even though I'm sweating right now, I don't know if you guys can see the sweat that I'm going through right this second. Even though I'm sweating right now and my heart rate is elevated and my knees are slightly warm because they're getting so much movement, it's nice because I don't feel that much stress on my body. With going to the gym, you feel so sore the next day, or at least I did. Like, I dropped my gym membership like, how many? Maybe 2 months ago. Initially, it was a cost-saving thing. I was like, you know what, let me save some money. Let me stop this gym membership because I'm not able to go there every day anyway. And I think this was partly going towards me. It was more of an incentive for me to get a walking pad, because I said to myself, you know, if I'm not able to make time to go out to the gym, why do I have a membership that is partially utilized and not fully utilized? And I know I'm the kind of person where I'm either all in or I'm all out. If you get me partially in, I'm not fully in. Like, you might as well just count me out. So getting a walking pad has really added, like I said before, to the motivation for me to use it, because I've bought it now. It's not like a gym membership where it's out of sight, out of mind. If I don't go to the establishment, I'm physically like noticing it. Sometimes I can go a whole week and I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't been to the gym. I should probably do that. Whereas with my walking pad, every time I enter my room, I look at it and it looks back at me. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get on you today, don't worry. Don't you worry. Most hard part about the walking has to be constantly talking to it. You know what? I told you guys at the start, I don't know if you were there at the start, Lucy. I was going through my whole setup and I was saying, guys, my phone is on my tripod, so I can't be interactive with the comments on my phone. I have my laptop here by my side to be able to like switch up my music, switch up some videos I can listen to, because I'm not gonna lie, I thought no one was gonna watch. I thought I was just gonna post this as a live and it'd be wonderful. And then people started joining. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, take the earphones out, put them to the side, and have a yap. And guys, I really don't talk this much. I don't. But it's nice to be able to connect with people and, yeah, just have a yap. So I was going through my whole setup. As you can physically see, I'm walking on my walking pad. I was going through the fact that, yeah, my phone's on my tripod, my watch is on my wrist, counting my calories, my steps, my heart rate, etc., many other things. I have 2 water bottles next to me. I have my refillable one, and I also have a disposable one from before this. So I just wanted to finish this and then get onto my reusable one. And then I also have my earphones, but I'm not going to be using those because I want to engage with you guys. So, yeah. Honestly, hello, the person that said hi. I can't read your name properly because I'm walking, but hello as well. Nice to see you around. Yes, put your dumbbells in the middle of the room. You know, every day I'm actually surprised that no one has commented on this. My dumbbells are at the head of my walking pad in all my videos. They've not moved once. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. You know, I think it's just my goals right now. My dumbbells have not changed. They've not moved. Apart from, you know, like little shifts here and there. They've not moved. I've not used them. And I've only not used them because the progress that I'm making right now, I don't want to add strength training into it too soon. And this goes back to what I was saying about the advice from everyone. My personal goals right now, and for the foreseeable, is purely fat loss. And for some people, their immediate response to that is, so why are you not lifting weights? Like, body recomping is a great way for you to lose fat and for you to gain muscle at the same time. But for me, I want to see that drop in weight faster. So I want to do all the cardio, do my walking, etc. And then I'll incorporate weightlifting later. I don't think I'm going to have a massive amount of loose skin. I don't think I'll have any loose skin. I pray in Jesus' name. The times that I've lost weight before, I've never had loose skin. So I'm kind of banking on that, banking on my genetics, banking on Jesus. And yeah, I'm going to start weightlifting later. I love weightlifting as well. I love it, especially upper body. I really love it. I just love to feel the burn when I lift weights. And I only have 5 kgs and 2 kgs in my room, but that's what I utilize the gym for, because they would have the bigger weights that I would do, the lat raises, like the, I don't know what it is, but this thing overhead, and I would do this with like 7s, etc. But at home, I do the 5s with this when I have time, and I do just different arm movements and stuff. The leg movements and things like that, I feel like that would be much harder, because I think that your legs need a lot more weight to build substantial muscle. So yeah. Woo! What else have we got here? Yeah, you've got to get into the body shape you want before you develop it by lifting weights. Yeah, and I think that's always been the traditional mindset behind like body recomping. It's more of a modern day thing now to say lift weights and do your cardio at the same or similar intensity the whole way through. And I think people are saying that because they fully want to see the developing body as they go. But as long as I'm losing fat, I'm fine with just losing weight and then doing the weightlifting after. And that's what I've done in the past, and that's worked well for me. Obviously everybody's different, so everybody will have different impact on their body. And as you've seen, I've drank no water this whole time. Let's do, a quick calorie check. 441 calories. So I'm pretty much there with my 500 calories. The last 50 calories goes very quickly. It goes within like 5 minutes. So you guys even check the time. I know this process well by now. The last 50 calories goes very fast. I don't really like drinking water whilst I'm on my 3.5 miles per hour speed, because it's just like I'm doing a lot already. And then I'm also processing the water and it's filtering through my body. I don't like it. But I like to drink the water when I'm doing my cool down, when I get to my 2.5 miles per hour kind of relaxed walking speed. But I'm just having some now because I'm very thirsty and my mouth is dry. I've been yapping, so let me have some water real quick. I love weightlifting as well. I love it, especially upper body. Woo! But yeah, some people when I started this journey were asking how loud my walking pad is. You can hear me hopefully talking over the walking pad, and this is on the fastest speed that I set it to for my walking. So yeah, this is how loud it is generally. And by the way, I've just reached 1 hour on my walking pad. So I've just seen the time on my walking pad. It has a screen on it that shows me the minutes that I've been walking on it, and the speed, and the calories, and the time, and it said 60 minutes. So in 60 minutes, today I've done 464 calories, and in the next few minutes I'll get to 500. So yeah. We're all good. Okay. Yes, girl, I was parched. I was thirsty. So, yeah, I've been yapping. Like I said earlier, I do not talk for this long, ever. So, yeah, it's nice to be able to get refreshed and get back to it. And whilst I cool down, I think I'll talk a bit about my goals, because I think it's important not only to be in the moment and see me walking on this walking pad, but maybe just to project with me, have a bit of an imaginary session with me, go into like what goals I have, the future that I'm desiring, etc. It would be fun. So yeah, we'll do that in my cool down section when I can breathe a bit more. Just put my earphones away. Ooh. But yeah, water is like the only thing I drink nowadays. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm trying to think about my last drink that was not water, and it's quite hard to think about it. And I think it's mostly because I've mentioned before during my temple progress video updates every day that sometimes I fast as well. I'm more of a water person now than I ever was in my life before. I've always been a green tea person. I love a bit of jasmine green tea. But water is like the biggest percentage of drink that I consume in life. It's 0 calorie. For me, it doesn't have an awkward taste. Like, you know, sometimes you drink a fizzy drink, or you drink juice, or you drink a certain tea and you're like, kind of gone off it within the first few sips, or like, you kind of get sick of it because it's too sweet. Like water, I never get really sick of it. I just put it down and it's always good for later. Like the bubbles aren't going to disappear. It's not, you know, expensive. So thank God I have access to water, clean water. I thank God that I can drink that and be satisfied. But yeah, we'll go into goals in a second. What my goals are, what I want, etc. Oh, hello. Hydration is important. I like water. Milk is also good. Yeah, I mean, milk, dairy is a bit of a trigger for me in terms of digestion. I don't think I'm lactose intolerant, but I think I'm lactose don't like. I just don't really like the feeling that it gives me. Like, I just feel a bit heavier. Oh, is that a 500? It is. So I've reached 500 calories and I'll just wait to see the time on my walking pad, give or take 30 seconds, of course, whilst I wait. So 500 calories in 64 minutes. So like I said, we reached an hour and I was about 450 calories, and then we reached 65 minutes, so 1 hour, 5 minutes, and I was basically at 500. So 500 calories, about an hour. And now, with my remote, I'm just going to slow down my walking pad to 2.5 miles per hour. So that's 1 mile per hour less than what I've been walking at. And you see my pace like dramatically alters. Very much a leisurely walking pace. Sometimes I do stay at 3.5 for longer. So I'll stay at 3.5 until until maybe 600 calories, just push for an extra 100 calories, and then I'll do my cool down. Today I'm just going to do my cool down for the sake of talking, for the sake of being able to chat more. So yeah, I like to do cool down on 2.5 miles per hour and then just walk it out for as long as I can. Sometimes I've done this and I've just stayed on my walking pad until it shuts off. I think my walking pad has only shut off on me like twice or 3 times, but I think it's only because of the time. I think it's got a time cap on it, and I think it's about 2 hours. So yeah, guys, I really hope I don't have a sore throat after this. I've been yapping non-stop. I don't know how speakers and lecturers do it. But yeah, it's all for you guys. So yeah, got my 500 in, and at this point I'm always feeling so grateful because, you know, sometimes I'm really not in the mood to get on my walking pad. Sometimes I'm telling myself, bruh, like, you can just chill. You can just chill. And then, you know what always comes into my mind, as if it's like a snippet from a horror movie, is just like what my life could look like a year from now. And I'm saying the exact same things as I did the year before, saying, this is the year I'll lose weight again. This is the year I'll get in shape. This is the year I get my dream. And it's like a horror movie now. Like, I've heard it so much from myself that it's kind of like a horror movie, because I'm not sure about you guys, but breaking promises to myself feels like the most painful betrayal, because I am me. What do you mean I'm lying to myself? Like, if I'm lying to myself, then what can I expect of other people, you know? So this is not just about losing fat. This is not just about losing weight. This is about keeping promises to myself. This is about being able to influence and inspire others to be able to do that for themselves, and just be able to encourage people, you know. Being on a fitness journey is not a wholly selfish endeavor. Like, there's so much to it. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be able to even have a platform and to be able to share this with you guys, because it is such a profound time in my life, and I'm so excited about it, and I don't lose momentum because I know and I can see where I'm going. So sometimes I genuinely have thoughts about my dream body. I have thoughts about the outfits that I wear, the places that I'll go, the things that I'll do, the things that I'll be able to take part in, the activities, the sports, the fun, you know, without thought of, oh, I don't know how that's going to look on my body. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to be able to manage that run that my friends just invited me on. Because I want to spend time with them, but, you know, being able to go on a run is not necessarily the most fun idea in my head because of my stamina. Like, even just being on my walking pad has increased my stamina so much. And even just walking and talking now, I would have been huffing and puffing a few weeks ago. So, yeah, it's nice. Yes, that's true. So Lucy, you're just saying about, that's true, but it's also hard not to have unrealistic, dreamy goals. Yeah, so that's the fine line you have to draw, isn't it? Because you have to be someone, when you're on a fitness journey or any kind of journey to self-improvement, you have to be realistic as well. I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of being a bit of a fantasist and a bit of an optimist. A lot of an optimist, actually. If you want to hear discouragement, then I'm not your person. If you want to hear all bad or all negative, all realism, no optimism, I'm not your person. I'm definitely that person that will tell you, if you tell me I want to lose 20 pounds, I'm like, of course you can do it. Of course you can. Like, what's stopping you? I will also ask about your plans for that, how you're willing to achieve that. If I'm on a similar journey to you and you share something with me like, oh, I want to lose fat as well, like, and you're losing fat, I'm like, yeah, let's keep each other accountable, you know? So I'm definitely that kind of person. I offer a very healthy dose of optimism and a healthy dose of realism. But I think those dreamy goals do help you, because I'm going to shoot for the stars. What is it? What do people say? There's that like really soppy line that people say. It's like, I'm going to shoot for the moon, and if I fall among the stars, if I don't get there, I'll fall among the stars anyway. So it's a win-win kind of thing. I think that's kind of my mindset, and especially because I know when I've set my mind to something, I'll get there. So I never talk down on myself. I always give myself realistic expectations. So for me now, I think in my mind I have my big goal of where I want to get to in terms of my weight. And I've only got that goal because I know what I felt like at that weight previously, and that's what I'm aiming to get back to. And obviously I've got certain milestones in my brain, like I want to reach this by this, this by this. I would prefer to reach, and this is prefer because I can't say set in stone I'll reach this by then. I prefer to reach my goal weight by the first week of July. And I'm on healthy track of progress to make that goal. However, if something is to happen in that process where my weight stagnates and I plateau, or a life event happens and I fall off track a little bit, that's completely fine. Like, I never preach, like, get on the walking pad even though you just found out that your pet died. Like, you need to set healthy boundaries, because there's been nothing catastrophic, thank you Jesus, that has happened to off-rail my journey that life does throw at everybody. Life does throw things at everybody. If you see one day that I don't post a video, maybe something's happened. Maybe I just wanted a rest day. That hasn't happened so far. But yeah, thank you, Lucy, for that comment, because it is really important to set healthy, realistic expectations for yourself and not to over-pressurize yourself as if you're a robot, because you're really not, like, you're human. So yeah, that's really important. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's sometimes for me personally, I like to sometimes just sit and think about what things will be like in the future. I like to think about crossing my legs with ease, because now I cross my legs, but my thighs are chunky, so thinking about things like that, thinking about being able to run a distance, like the first time I ever ran 5K for Park Run, so that's an event that goes on across the whole world. You run 5 kilometers in a local park, and the first time I did that, I think I did it in 35 minutes, or it was like 34 minutes, something like that. And I'd not practiced for it. I was not a runner. I had never, like, within that time span, I ran a bit as a kid, but like, as an adult, I hadn't run for years. And I did a 5K off the bat, 35 minutes, and I felt great. I was like, oh, great, now I go home and have a bit of scran and go and relax myself. Maybe a few months later, when I started to gain weight, maybe a year later or so, I went back to Park Run, and tell me why I was getting close to, like, I think it was over 40 minutes. And I thought to myself, wow, like, what happened? And I think I was in a bit of denial because I didn't realize how much weight I'd put on. That maybe that and my stamina decreasing because of that had really impacted my fitness. So just having goals of, I want to be able to run a 5K comfortably. I want to be able to cross my legs. I want to be able to breathe without heavy breathing. I want to be able to go to the doctor and them not bring up my weight as a concern. Things like that. And obviously I'm not mega into the obese scale or anything like that, but it's something to think about, especially when you're increasing in age, because as your age increases, so do a lot of risk factors for certain things. So it's just something to keep an eye on. You don't want to be addressing things as they happen. It's always better to do things preventatively. Yeah. Oh, Shish Kebab is back. Hello. I'm now able to read the comments from afar, if I just bend down a little bit. So thanks for rejoining. I hope your Porsche and your cats are okay. We've just been chatting about progress. I've got to my walking pace instead of like my fast, brisk walkie pace, because I'm doing my cool down now. I got over 500 calories. I'm now at 555 calories exactly. And yeah, we're just over an hour. I think we're about an hour and 15 minutes or so. Yeah, about an hour and 15 minutes. So yeah, just cooling down. I don't know if I'll get to 600 calories or if I'll go to 700 calories. Just because sometimes I like to use days where I've done a lot of calories as reserve for days that I only get to like 300 calories because of my schedule, because I'm so busy. Oh, I said cats as in like meow, like cats. Like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so just cooling down now and walking it out. This is the time I usually like to just drink water, hydrate myself, like Lucy was saying. And yeah, it depends on the day. Like sometimes, what your wife wanna walk? Fair enough. You guys head out. It's, I don't know where you. Oh, you said Birmingham. It's a bit late. It's dark outside, but stay safe. Enjoy your walk. Have fun. I like evening walks. I don't know what it is about me. Sometimes me and my housemate will just go out on a walk in the evening, and I just really enjoy it. Like, I think it's just the cool air, seeing the lights from the street lights and everything. There's always a slight buzz at night time as well from the nightlife, people being around. And yeah, it's just nice to get exercise in. So, yeah. Woo! But we're cooling down now. Delicious. But yeah, now onto my reusable bottle because I finished my disposable one. And I'm just going to hopefully get through this and the rest of my calories as well. I'm so blessed my friend gave me this bottle. I didn't realise how much I would use it. It was kind of a mini prophecy over my life because she was like, I know you like to drink water. And I do like to drink water. I always have a water bottle on me. But I had just recently broken my water bottle before she'd given me this. And I never replaced it because I think I was just sick of water bottles and the fact that they were so replaceable. And I was like, it kind of defeats the use of being reusable if it keeps breaking or if there keeps like, it keeps getting like crusty quickly, like the material isn't that durable. So I'm so thankful that she gave me this around my graduation for my my last degree. So yeah. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Shish Kebab. Hopefully see you around. Thanks for joining. But yeah, this is my first ever live, guys. I don't know if you're already subbed to my channel. If you're not subbed already, by this point when you're watching, feel free to give me a sub. If you're a silent viewer, that's fine. Me too. I watch so many YouTubers, and I just watch their stuff because I enjoy it or I'm just bored. Feel free to give me a follow, subscribe to my channel. It's free. I am a lot more active nowadays, thank God. Posting every day about my walking pad, and hopefully some more long form videos coming soon. It'd be great to see you around and just to have this level of engagement on my videos as well. Thank you for sticking around and just leaving comments, sharing your own lives with me. It's been quite fun and random, but I've really enjoyed it. And yeah, just nice to share this journey of getting my fitness and getting back in the game. Guys, can you believe it? So the shorts that I'm wearing right now, I'm adjusting them so much because when I first bought them, they were like my comfy shorts. So these were shorts that I would wear, and they're a large in Primark cycle short size. And I was like, you know what, I'll get these because they'll be like my comfy pair. And I'll get some, I think the other ones I've got are smalls or mediums. I think they're small. And I got the smalls to be like my fitted pair. So I got these to be like chill around the house. And then I got my smalls to be like my on-the-go, business things. And the large ones now are so large that I have to keep adjusting it because like my thighs, my legs are just eating it up as I'm walking. They're just getting bunched. And that's just crazy to me because when I bought them just a few months ago, they were they were basically like a comfy fit, so I could slide into them. They were fine, but now they're literally like they're so loose. So that's pretty cool. That's one thing I've noticed. I think in one of my latest posts on TikTok, so follow me over there. That's where I post all of my walking content first because that's where I make it. So feel free to follow me over there. That's where I post all my walking content first. and then I post it on YouTube afterwards on YouTube Shorts. So yeah, when I posted over on my TikTok, it's the same name as my YouTube, Akua B, and when I posted on there, I realised, because I took this picture where I'm wearing a certain type of my jeans, like a light blue wash jeans, and I put my finger in it and just pulled my jeans out to the side, like the waistband, and there was a gap, like maybe a few inches big, and I was like, what on earth? Because these jeans, like when I tell you, these were the jeans that I would feel so restricted in. Do you ever have that outfit in your closet, like in your wardrobe, where you're like, oh, that looks so nice, but it's going to be a bit of a stretch to look good if I wear it? That was those jeans for me, and I was like, they'll look nice on me, but they'll look like I'm trying to burst out of them. So when I used to wear them, I was like, oh yeah, I know how they look, but I like them, so I'm going to wear them. So now it's got to the point where I'm not uncomfortable in them anymore. I'm feeling really comfortable. They've got a good fit, and I just feel really comfortable. So, you know, those are things that, even though sometimes the scale fluctuates and my weight fluctuates, the fit of my clothes, the fit of some things that used to be really tight, has really refreshed my perspective on what it means to be on this journey, because it's a journey. It's not just you start and you get to your destination. See another comment here. It was nice talking to you, but I gotta go to sleep now. Good night, Lucy. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you back on one of these lives again soon, one of these evenings. And yeah, thank you for sharing your time with me. So yeah, how many calories are we at now? So we're at 598 calories. I'm just gonna keep going because I feel fine. And I'm just gonna stay on live because I'm on live already. So keep watching if you're around. Thank you for being here. Again, my other pages are by the same username, Akua B. I've got one called Akua B Fit on Instagram. That's where I post a lot of my Zumba content, fitness content as well. I do post my walking pad stuff on there as well. TikTok, again, like I said a few minutes ago, TikTok is where all of my walking pad content goes first, because I make it on there, and then I feed it out to my Instagram Reels and then my YouTube Shorts as well. So feel free to give me a follow over there. I'm trying to get to 50 followers on TikTok, because that is the place where you can't go live unless you have 50 followers. So please do that if you spare a second, just to quickly switch platforms. If you have TikTok, go follow me over there. I'd really appreciate it. Like some of my content if you like it, and it'd be great to see you. But yeah, I'm just going to keep walking. Feel free to drop a question down below. If you've been watching this live but you've not left a question yet, feel free to drop a question. Let me answer it for you. And yeah. Oh my goodness. Guys, you know what? As I finish up, I'll talk about a bit of my motivation. So I'm at 609 calories now, so in my last 100, I think, probably gonna stop close to 7. Oh, is it 9 already? I'll stop at 9. I think I'll stop at 9, so I'll do 10 more minutes. As I wind down, let me just talk about some of the motivation that I get inspiration from. So some of it for me personally has been YouTube videos. It's been quite a massive one actually. I love watching YouTube videos. I love watching creators, and I love watching compilations of people and their perspectives on weight loss, on their fitness journeys, etc. I love to find out what people are doing and just see their personal stories. It doesn't have to be advice. It can just be their story and what they've done and how they're feeling, how their mindset has changed over the course of their journey. I love watching those kind of transformations. What else do I engage in? Motivation. Yeah, mostly YouTube, to be honest. I don't think I I'm on any other platform listening to anything or anything like that. Some TV shows that I've watched, some healthy, some not so healthy. Things like Secret Eaters, things like The Biggest Loser. I remember when I was younger watching The Biggest Loser, and that was such a big motivation for me. I don't know why. I had none of the equipment that they had. I don't know, at certain points I didn't have a gym membership. But I remember just watching The Biggest Loser and thinking, these guys are so inspirational. They're losing weight, they're doing it so quickly. I'm like, oh my gosh, wow. Obviously now so many documentaries and things have come out about that show. I think the essence of it is still there, is that you can change your life and you can do that. It doesn't have to be some external, mystical experience. You can change your life. And that's what I took from it, even at that age. Thankfully, I didn't take the unhealthy things from that show, and I didn't hear about a lot of the behind the scenes stuff until much later. But those kind of shows really encourage me, because it just, and some things like My 600 Pound Life, it's really sad to watch shows like that, because you see like the struggles that people go through at much higher weights. But it's also an encouragement to know that like you can change your life around, you can decide to take control of your diet, and a lot of the time as well, your support system really matters. I think that's sometimes why people isolate themselves when they go through big changes, because sometimes people around them don't understand, or it's harder for them to relate to people around them that are doing things that they can't partake in or they don't want to partake in by choice. And I think sometimes that's me, like there's certain things and places and spaces I can't go to and I can't be in, I can't be in the presence of certain people because of the goals that I have. You know, you've got to be strict with yourself if you know yourself well enough to set those boundaries. So it's a journey, but we're all on the journey, and yeah, it's fun. So I'm keeping it up day by day, step by step, and we're at 630 calories by now. Maybe by 9 o'clock we can get to 650 calories, because I'm meant to be on a phone call soon, so I need to hop off here fairly soon. Woo! What is that? What is that? Is that something? Huh. That's interesting. What's it saying? Oh, okay. So I've now reached 10,000 steps. My band just gave me some more notification and said that I am, what's the word? I am at 10,000 steps, which is not necessarily a goal of mine, but if it happens, it happens, so I'm glad that that happened. I'm not really as focused on steps because I just prefer to track my calories. I know that the simple thing of calories in, calories out works. So as long as my calories are there from my steps, I don't mind how many steps that is. It obviously depends on the day. So, and it depends on your physique from person to person, so never limit yourself based on your metrics alone. Make sure to contextualize those metrics as well and how they impact your fitness and your lifestyle to see what kind of change it can make. So that's what I like to do, personalize everything for myself, understand my body. So yeah. Six more minutes and then I'll be bouncing. So if there's anyone watching that has a burning question, ask away. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. Let me know what's on your mind. Share this live, let other people know that it happened. Hopefully you can get on the next one as well. I don't know how regularly I'll do these, but hopefully we can do them fairly regularly as well. almost finished my bottle as well, so maybe we'll finish the bottle, get our calories in, and finish by 9 o'clock. We'll see. Okay, we're almost there. A few minutes left. Are we on right now? Oh, 653. Delicious. So I've already smashed through that goal, that last goal. Didn't get 700, but that's completely fine because I've done more than I thought I would anyway for today. I'm going to be wrapping up any second. Ooh. Thank you so much for everyone that's been on this live. I don't know who's still around. I can't see my screen, but thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for engaging, everyone that has engaged. Thank you for the silent watchers. I see you, I'm with you, I'm one of you. And yeah, hopefully I'll catch you on one of my next lives in the near future. We're on 3 minutes to 9 and I'm on 659 calories, almost at 660. We'll see how far we go. I might actually try and get to, I could try and get to 700 calories and just listen to some music. So I don't think people are commenting as much. So if you're happy to watch me listen to some music, I might do that for the last 30 calories or so. Woo! Okay. 23 calories left. Till 700 calories. Woo! Woo! Tired. Ten calories left. We're at 690 right now. Oh my gosh, my music stopped. My earphones have died. Oh, sad times. That was such a banger as well. Anyway, we move, we charge, we move forward. Only a few calories left. And then we're done. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready. Only a few calories left. Almost there. Whoa, 996. Wait, sorry. Whoa, that would be great. 696. Almost at 700. And then I'm gonna quit it and take a shower and get on a phone call. Thank you guys so much for watching. The next time I look at my watch, I'm probably gonna shut off my walking pad because it will probably have reached 700 calories. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for engaging. Hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Go over to my TikTok, go over to my Instagram. I'll try and tag them both down below. And stay blessed. God bless you all. And that's my walking pad literally stopping itself. Because it's like, you've been on here too long. And I did get to 700 calories. I finished my workout. Let's do some final results. I got to 702 calories. 11,131 steps, and that is me done for today. So thank you for watching. God bless you. Enjoy your working out, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Okay, how do I end this thing? I don't know.